Hey guys, Susie Marshausen here from Mindful Maternity, and I'm here with a super exciting announcement, and that's that I'm actually expecting. And what I wanted to do with this video series is to share with you all kind of my journey through maternity and mindfully navigating through it so that I can share all of the tips and the tricks and sort of my own experience, not only to have it to look back on for myself, but so that I can help you guys with your own journeys. And so the idea behind this video series is that each week I will share an update and I'll talk about the emotional and the physical and the spiritual side of my own journey through pregnancy. And by the end, it'll be this really cool culmination of all the weeks of pregnancy and probably into postnatal, and you'll get to follow along and hopefully it will help you on your own journey, and there will be some really great tips and other information in it for you. So the way it's going to work is for the first couple months I'm kind of mashing together some of the weeks because I'm kind of catching up. So if you're watching this now, I'm not actually in these weeks, I'm a little ahead, so I'm trying to record weeks 1 through 4 as a video, and then I'll do weeks 4 through 9 as another video, and then after 9 weeks I'll be doing weekly updates, and those will be actually kind of real time with my own pregnancy. So I'm kind of playing catch up right now. Okay, so this video is all about conceiving and finding out that I was pregnant. So first of all, when we first decided that we wanted to try to conceive, I was already really in tune with my body and in tune with my menstrual cycle, so I knew exactly when I would ovulate. I kind of had it all mapped out. I knew when would be the best time and when I would be most fertile. I was also already really preparing my body for conceiving and for also having a healthy pregnancy, and I actually made a video all about that. It's called the 11 Ways to Naturally Prepare Your Mind, Body, and Soul for Conception, and you can click the link here and watch that video if you're currently trying to conceive and you want to prep your body in the best way possible. I also have a really great ebook on my website, mymindfulmaternity.com, and I'll link to that below so that you can go and download. It's a free ebook, and it's a guide basically on preparing your body to conceive in a healthy and mindful way. So you can check that out. But I was personally following these same guidelines before I decided that I wanted to get pregnant. So that means I wasn't drinking coffee, I wasn't drinking alcohol, I was really watching my nutrition, I was cutting down on any sort of weird chemicals in foods or in any household products. I was making sure to manage my stress, and I was meditating a lot. And I was also doing fertility meditations. So as soon as we started trying, I would do kind of meditations, fertility and conception meditations, to help prepare my body from a spiritual state to receive this little wonder of life that's growing inside of me. And in the ebook, I also added in one of the meditations that I was doing, so you can get that in the free ebook. So we knew exactly when we should try, and so we did, and almost maybe like 2 or 3 days after the fact, after I ovulated, I felt like I was pregnant. Like I said, I'm really in tune with my body, and I just felt like something was different. I couldn't necessarily put my finger on what it was, but I just felt like this was the month, and that was our first month trying, so I felt like this was it. It happened, it worked, and then soon after I started getting some kind of weird symptoms, and I know that they say that you're not supposed to experience symptoms until 6 weeks, but I definitely had symptoms, and I believe that women who are in tune with their bodies, they're going to notice those hormonal changes, because the second that the egg is fertilized, there's a surge of progesterone, and that causes, your hormones to imbalance, and you're gonna feel that if you already kind of know what your normal cycle feels like. So some of the symptoms that I experienced were my nipples they would just be hard randomly, which is not normal for me, especially because I was living in Mexico and it's not like it's cold or anything there. I also noticed that my bottom teeth were really sensitive, which isn't normal for me, but I noticed that a couple of the teeth were kind of sore. If I ate something, it would kind of like push down on it and it would be sore. Drinking cold water kind of hurt, even hot water. So that was kind of something new. I also started to have some sort of like sinus and nasal congestion, sort of flu-like symptoms, and I pride myself on very, very, very rarely getting sick, so that was definitely something new and something noteworthy. I also felt some kind of light cramping or light pulling towards the end around when implantation would have been happening, and that was definitely a giveaway because I don't typically feel any cramping until my period's straight coming on, and then it's like really painful cramping. And this was more of like a tugging sensation, so it just felt like something was kind of going on in there. And then a few days before I was supposed to get my period, I also experienced some light brown spotting, just a little bit for a couple days, and then that was gone, and that's totally abnormal for me too. So those were kind of the dead kind of giveaways that was like, okay, I think it's happening this month. But I think on a more emotional and spiritual level, I just felt different. I felt like there was a different energy around me. And I believe that that's probably, you know, the spirit, the soul of this new baby coming in, and kind of the energy shifting and refocusing into my womb area, and also just preparing me for the new role that I'm going to be playing, for this transformation that I'll be going through. And so that was kind of something that is a little less obvious, but I definitely was aware of it during that month. But then the day came that I should have had my period, and it didn't come. So we took a test and it was positive, and it was sort of surreal, but at the same time I was kind of expecting it. So I'd gone this whole month kind of like, okay, I think it happened, and sort of assuming that I was pregnant and acting as if, but then seeing that positive pregnancy test definitely kind of set it in stone, was like, okay, I wasn't crazy, I can listen to my intuition, and I can be right about my intuition. And it was just really, really exciting, but at the same time it didn't really sink in. You hear stories of people just like being so emotional when they find out. For me it was a little more relaxed and calm, and I just felt that I had been, affirmed. My intuition had been affirmed, and that now I was like, okay, I can truly believe it. I know that this is the path that we're going down, and we were so excited. We were so happy. But yeah, it wasn't this like crazy emotional experience because we both kind of had assumed already that I was, so it was just kind of like reaffirming what we already were assuming, and of course we were very, very happy to have that affirmed. So that was my experience from weeks 1 to 4, the conception month, and it was definitely a long wait. It felt like a really long month waiting to know for sure. But I would highly recommend that anybody who is conceiving or planning to conceive, that they really look inward and start focusing inward, and just doing a lot of meditation, kind of understanding your own energy, your own feelings, and allowing this new energy of the baby and the new soul of the baby to kind of come in and join you, and you can start to get to know one another now. And if you can open yourself up and welcome this energy, I think that you're going to have a much more enjoyable pregnancy, and you'll probably also have a deeper bond with your baby when he or she finally arrives. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first video. There's many more to come. The next one will be talking about weeks 4 through 9, which I'll tell you, I won't be as giddy and happy to tell you about that because it has been rough, but I will share that with you. And then from then on, it'll be weekly updates, just sharing everything that's going on. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to head over to mymindfulmaternity.com, where you can download your free guide on naturally preparing your body, mind, and soul for conception. Thank you, and see you next time.